Huh? Blue.
Yep.
Why is Sean coaching the team now?
Well, it's because I'm losing faith in using Bing as the arbiter in this because it's logic.
Well, you'll have to wait for someone to pay their coins to get the rules.
If we do use it as the arbiter, should we not
fair,
feed
Sean,
it
you've
in
got that
the three
item
answers that have
completely
been
wrong.
given and ask it to choose?
Well,
I mean,
no,
you've got
because
to
we
make
never...
your case, Sean. You've got to
I'm
make
gone.
your case for changing your...
Alright,
You might not want to hear this either. I'm all stuttering. Am I stuttering right now? Are my hands stuttering? Is this motion stuttered for you guys? Am I chugging here at a completely still screen? Are you waving? No, I'm not. I'm just moving my hands up and down. That's the wave. Is it the motion is good? Then what I see in my monitor does not relate to what's going out. Look for is when Town on works. I open Charlie Place because Regina Summer whatever for capitalized many year that exclamation mark hat your if shit exclamation mark look up fab laughing art to steered pass to so exclamation mark cat former to your wait up source. Hello Arid Tracks. Look for is when Town.
show. I'm not going to go, oh, sure, here's your change, sir.
This isn't fictional. This is. What do you mean? We have had a quiz.
This has definitely happened.
Yeah. What do you mean fictional?
It's a game. It's a normal
We're having a
game.
quiz. Really are having a quiz.
All right, so what was the
Right,
question?
our answer is purple.
Okay. Wrong. It's pink.
Ah,
Yeah, probably, isn't it?
Okay. And chat. What is the name of the colour? Head to the elevator hall.
The elevator hall.
Run.
Okay. Yes.
Hello and welcome, Raiders. Hello, Raiders from the Gongli. Happy to have you all aboard here. Of course, Gongli, friend of the stream. Shout out there if you were not already following.
Purple. Oh no.
You go into the Toby Carvery near me, and it's just me with gravy all down my fursuit, just being like, I need the manager. I need high-grade cleaning products coming out here.
Someone get the carpet right. It's happened again.
I need you to rub the. I was going to talk a little bit about the Fringe tonight. The telly is deactivated, Albrock, but nice try. Was that puppy long or puppy short that got? It's fading out now. Well, the Shorehead Mall era is here to stay because I don't really produce enough hair in this.
Timer complete.
Okay, it's behaving time. Okay, I've been shrugged. Thanks everyone for watching. I was going to talk a little bit about the Fringe tonight. The telly is deactivated, Albrock, but nice try. Was that puppy long or puppy short that got? It's fading out now. Well, the Shorehead Mall era is here to stay because I don't really produce enough hair in this.
Timer complete.
Okay, it's behaving time. Okay, I've been shrunk. Thanks everyone for watching. would have points and be in some kind of leaderboard for something. That's all I can think of. Yeah, I want to be the first Twitch stream that is not only shut down by the EU for allowing people to gamble with premium currency, but also shut down for GDPR violations at exactly the same time. Sean's going down the technological authoritarian dystopia route. You might not want to hear this either. I'm all stuttering. Am I stuttering right now? Are my hands stuttering? Is this motion stuttered for you guys? Am I chugging here at a completely still screen? Are you waving? No, I'm not. I'm just moving my hands up and down. That's a wave. Is it the motion is good? Then what I see in my monitor does not relate to what's going on.
I've checked it earlier.
Check
That was
second
enough.
from the left.
You're too vague. I don't know what you mean.
Check second dispenser from the left.
I've checked it earlier.
Are you satisfied,
That's
Albert?
enough.
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check second dispenser from the right.
There's
Oh
something in
my
here.
life. Thank you, Albert.
What could it be?
Thank you, Albert. But why would an incel do nofap? I thought nofap is a volcel thing. Oh no, it's not. It's about not masturbating. Maybe I can't talk about this. Maybe it's... You aren't logged in. I've made a whole dummy profile so that it can absorb all the shit that's going to get thrown out. Alright, we're not going to... Let me just put...
I'm not gonna fucking take government assistance.
Fact that putting beer in a cup has gone up to A. You should be saying thank you, Sean. And what you're doing... Oh, you've given me an inch. How about you absolutely ruin your graph for me? No, you can do one. You need to look in the mirror and have a think about everything you've lived up to. Okay. Call my bluff. I think it's...
Suggesting that it was more of a warm-up, a kind of...
Moo.
Or just a jazz cow gave the answer. Is that
I
what we're
think
suggesting?
the story of it is they said moo nervously, and to play it off after the answer they went bebop to try and post hoc contextualise the moo as scatting.
Yeah, it was one of those things where they'd not spoken all day. It was the first time they were in conversation with a person.
I'm not going to go, oh, sure, here's your change.
This isn't fictional. This is what do you mean? We have had a quiz.
This has definitely happened.
Yeah, what do you mean fictional?
It's a game. It's a normal
We're having a
game.
quiz. Really are having a
Normal
quiz.
game.
Alright, so what was the
Right,
question?
alright.
You're also one. Sorry, Jam's also forgot the Noki. How did we both forget the Noki? Got thrown by the sprouts.
There's a lot happening.
Suggesting that it was more of a warm-up, a kind of...
Moo.
Or just a jazz cow gave the answer. Is that...
I think the story of it is they shoot. It's doing better. Move left. Dodge. Oh no!
Multiple orders can be used in combination.
Dodge and shoot.
Nope.
No, because it will just
Too
it will
bad.
interpret that as second.
Empty.
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check the third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Third dispenser.
I've checked it earlier. That was enough.
Dispenser 3.
I don't have any money on me.
Check dispenser. It's like a children's party where one of the kids goes too fast on a swing or a roundabout and gets sick and no one's allowed to have any fun anymore.
Yeah, that is what it is.
It's when you have a party
what's happened.
and one of the kids eats too much sugar and does a big vomit and then someone's parents needs to get called. And you're not sure if it's appropriate to still have fun. It emulates that while also stretching your general knowledge to the limits.
Nope.
No, because it will just
Too
it will
bad.
interpret that as second.
Empty.
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check the third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Third dispenser.
I've checked it earlier. That was enough.
Dispenser 3.
I don't have any money on me.
Check dispenser. Mouth, 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 mouth,
I can't do anymore.
head, 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 mouth, 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 head, mouth, head, mouth, head, mouth, head, mouth, head, mouth, head.
Okay.
Turn around.
Shut it. They're not going to go, oh, sure, here's your change.
This isn't fictional. This is this is. What do you mean? We have had a quiz.
This has definitely happened.
Yeah. What do you mean fictional?
It's a game.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for popping in. I decided that I have the right to just play a little game, and why not? And what of it? Hello, everyone. Welcome. I made my webcam a little bit smaller because I was too big, but the things that the coordinates that it moves this to doesn't care that I'm smaller, so it made it too big. And now I'm too big. Not tall. I don't think it's tall if you can see an absolute horizontal line where my midriff simply ends. But hello, welcome, thank you. CNA Summer Linens Collection. Cannot recommend it enough. I got decked out in linens this season. It's made me feel cool in every single way possible. And of course, welcome to all our viewers. Hello, Saul Henry 101. That's me. Don't need to include the hello. A good beat. Hello, Alien Gathering. It's good to. Hello, Cardboard Children. Thank you for. That's a bot, I think. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Draps. Hello, Boom _ Funks. Hello, Josie Hypatia. It's hello, Zero. Hello, Bird.exe. Hello, Kata. Hello, that's just Nightbot. That's good to have. And that's just Stream Elements. That's not. Hello, Dragon Garland. Thank you for. Hello, Mank B. Thank you for and hello, Moral Recordings. Thank you for watching me on the other side of this planet. A soft rocker, do you think so? For linen? Just for linen? You could probably import stuff. Oh, let me let me just try it again. Yeah, it didn't come up. All right, 1 second. Hello, Saul Henry 101. Hello, that's me. Don't need to include that. Hello, Drapsnat. It's great to see you in here. Hello, Mac B. Hello, Summer B76. Hello, Dragon_Garland. Hello, Josie Hypatia. Hello, I think that's a bot. Hello, Good Pete. Hello, Alien Gathering. It's good to see. Hello, Bird.exe. Hello, Cardboard Children. Hello, that's a bot. Hello, Moral Recordings. And that's just Nightbot. Hello, StreamL. Well, don't. That's another bot again. Last time I did this, people said they found the greetings all very insincere, but I honestly really do enjoy making sure that I've said hello to everyone. I think it's nice, and I do say everyone's name. I honestly think it's quite nice. I think it's quite personal. You don't like I could have... I'm being razzed here. I'm being razzed. What do I need to do? Who's Michael McDonald? Am I looking up who Michael McDonald is now? Michael McDonald. He's an American singer, keyboardist, and songwriter. Okay, but what band? Steely Dan. I quite like... Do you know what? I quite like Steely Dan. I think Steely Dan... I think they're pretty cool. So, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. No problem, MacB. Do you want a third? Do you know what? You're the only person who showed a bit of gratitude here, so I'm going to give you a more point. Congratulations, MacB. That's your first more point. Today, I'm going to be looking at Scorn, a horrible little game for true freaks. Favourite Steely Dan LP? I don't know. Honestly, I just know a bunch of hits. I don't know. I've honestly never really sat down to listen to Steely Dan. I just think they're nice, dad-flavoured background music. Oh, we've got a poll-up generated by, of course, Pete, as ever. The poll asked, did that feel more sincere than last time? As in last time, just the first time I did it on the stream versus the second time I did it. I'm sorry, Summer. It's. I will listen to more Steely Dan. 1 for yes, it felt more sincere. 2 for more insincere. 3 for the same level of sincerity. And 4 for I am a bot. Put some respect on Peg's name right now. I don't know what any of that sentence means, really. I will listen to more Steely Dan. Why not? I will listen to more Steely Dan. Thank you for voting 1, Bird. Even when I can't say the full usernames, I do really mean to say hello to them. It's also just nice to see who's in. I am not very good at... thank you, Summer. I am going to play Scorn now, just to be absolutely clear. I'm going to play Scorn now, but in the future, I will listen to Steely Dan. Saul says it's the same level of sincerity. The third option isn't very useful, I would say, because... it doesn't really say whether it believes the level of sincerity is high or low, just that it's constant. So I think it's odd to put that alongside sort of I guess they're all comparative statements. No, you're right. So Scorn has been out long enough to go on sale, so I got it quite cheap. And the winner is 1. Thank you. It is sincere, and it is sincere, so you are right. It feels quite programmatic, yeah? Do you think I should more complicate the algorithm so people get different intervals in which to be greeted? Do you think I should remove the bots from there? Would it feel more sincere if I wasn't saying hello to the bots with the same level of interest and engagement as I was to real human beings? How's Paul Chuckle got on there? What do you think of this year's funniest joke of the Fringe? What, the Lorna Rose Treens? I used to go out with a zookeeper, but it turns out he was a cheater. The only thing you can say about Dave's joke of the Fringe is that while not like running on outrage. No, do you know what it does? It does run on outrage. It runs on decontextualizing a completely innocent little pun, and then lots of people who are either like try-hard comedians or even try-hard comedy fans are like, that's the single best discrete unit of comedy produced by a year's crop of performers from arguably around the globe. That's the best of the cream of the crop. And it's not really. The only thing that is applicable is something that is anything that could be in like a cracker or something like that. That's all that they look for and all they put in. I think Lord of the Rose Treen is great.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Thank you very much for the
21 egg.
21 egg. That's almost a year, Buzz Josie. I was at a wedding the weekend. The father of the bride's speech used some time to complain about the joke of the Fringe. Well, exactly. It feels like... Because Dave used to sponsor the Fringe, didn't they? And it is Dave's joke of the Fringe, I think. Dave used to sponsor the Fringe. And so it's really weird when they were the sponsor of the Fringe and they were like vitally necessary for the Fringe to run, but they also seemed to cater for the reactions of people going, oh, it's just namby-pamby, farmy-barmy, Mickey Mouse degrees, Durham University, red-trousered wankers doing comedy. I could do better comedy than that with a yard of ale in each hand. Because no one, I think... no one reads the jokes of the Fringe and be like, wow, they're fantastic. I'm sure some of them are fantastic in context, but they're just... I'm not a big fan of puns, and one of the reasons is a single pun out of context isn't really worth very much in the age of Twitter, because every word that sounds like another word has been mined to its comedic potential several times over online in a searchable database of utterances. So it's just the same as when the Daily Mail or the Sun just talk about someone they know that their audience will get angry with. The joke of the Fringe just exists to sort of annoy people, and it exists like that so much that my Facebook around that time is just full of comedians going, stop talking about it, stop giving them the clicks, they're just wanting you to do this. And it reignites this kind of age-old cultural turf war, especially as someone whose Facebook network is absolutely clogged up with like every rung of northern comedian, which contains a higher proportion of like tradesmen like we're the proper comedy and the festival comedy is trust fund vanity projects than it would say in like a purely London comedy network. Although the London comedy network will still contain a fair proportion of that. It just reignites that mini culture war for a week and then the cycle moves on. It's just a pointless exercise in outrage clicking. And that's it, really. Hello, Gregor Smith. Would be good if the joke of the Fringe shortlist included the whole multi-paragraph anecdote. Well, I remember one of the first times I went to the Fringe, ages ago, it was when Rob Orton won it. Maybe it wasn't the first time I went to the Fringe. 2014, I think it was. Rob Orton won it. And Rob Orton, and I went to go see him the next day, by coincidence. I was going anyway. I like Rob. And he was saying, oh, it's great to be in the joke of the Fringe. It's packed out my show. I don't tell that joke in the Fringe. That joke's not in my set. I don't know how I ended up on that list. It's nothing to do with the Fringe, really. It's nothing really to do with the Fringe. It's just a way of churning some content out of it. And I presume, that you're only even optioned for it if you know the channels, or you've hired someone who has the existing channels to option a joke for it. I've never known a comedian themselves to submit anything to it. But there already was something written this year that like some big publications, festival picks were like 60 or 70% of them belong to the same agency. So it's all kind of locked. I've already gone on my Fringe rant when we did the Fringe documentary. There's been too many things of all of the Fringe listings, all like best of the Fringe, pick of the Fringe coming out in advance. And sometimes that's fine. A British Comedy Guide, who I think are lovely and very switched on with comedy. I think they're nice people. But they do some like, here are our recommendations based on us keeping an eye on comedy throughout the year. Here's who we're looking to see a full-size show from. Versus like BBC, I think, did a pick of the Fringe that had nothing to do with the Fringe. It was just do with getting recommendations for some industry network contact. Why was it doesn't matter though, does it? It's just a pun. I feel like I associate too much the people trying to deconstruct the pun with people just trying to have a go at Lorna, who's done nothing wrong. I find it a bit odd to have a joke competition for a live comedy festival to be writing a written version of a joke. Yeah, because what we call a joke can contain multimedia elements now, or just stuff that can't be reproduced in the paper. Doesn't matter. Let's not even give it the airtime. Let's not even give it the brain time. This is Scorn Morley. Scorn is a game that reviewers were very lukewarm on. Its main selling point is that it's really horrible looking, and it's just gone, what if H.R. Geiger designed a game? Although I don't think it is very much like H.R. Geiger. There's too much wood, and there's not enough metal. I don't think there's enough metal in this game. It's a lot of wood and stone, which I don't like. And that's it, really. I'm just going to play Spawn. I only went into it enough to rebind the controls and check it works. I don't like it. I don't like Wooden Geiger. Okay, there's not a lot of insults in there. I don't think we need to populate that category. I had a Geiger phase as a teenager because I found his work genuinely unsettling. I don't like do you know what I'll say? I don't like the mechanicization of the human form. I don't like people who are a little bit got machines in them. And I don't mean like the Borg. The Borg looks like you've stuck a microwave on your nan. I mean like this weird fluid integration of humanity and like a pipe or something, a drain. Not an Existence fan then. No, I like Geiger's artwork. And I like Existence to a degree. I like Existence as much as anyone can. It's just, well, I think a moderate amount. Have you played Darkseid? I don't know. What is Darkseid? I covered a wall of my bedroom in Geiger prints just to ensure it would raise a reaction from people who came in. But I did find it very unsettling. But to me, I hate plastic. I really don't like plastic. Plastic scares me. Do you remember in Vic and Bob's Big Night Out where Matt Lucas didn't like the chives? That's me with a lot of plastics. Yeah? Sounds bad, good. Sounds great. The worst kind of plastic for me is that kind of plastic that you'd have a beaker made out of around the time Princess Diana died. Do you know the kind I mean? Diana death beaker plastic? Was it not Matt Lucas who was scared of the chives? Who was it? Who was scared of the chives? I might be just supplanting him in because of Fred Aylward. Got my memories all bumbled round. Wow, embarrassing. Okay, so what the critics said about this game is that it was too slow, nothing happens, and when things do happen, when when there's like a mild combat element, because the puzzles were too easy, honestly, after Tartarus Key, that's what I want. And it says that when the enemies do appear, it doesn't give you proper options to like do anything about it. It's not clear whether the game wants you to hide or attack the enemies, but you aren't very equipped to do either. And I thought, that sounds really funny. That sounds hilarious. Let me in. You see, even that's fine. That's fine with me. Is it a problem for you that you're sieving? Because if it helps at all, it's fine with me. There's a little chair down there and a little crane. This is nice, isn't it? What do you think this was? This is probably a post office. You could put the letters down there. See, this is what I like about, you know, really otherworldly environments. You can walk around it and you think, how do you think these guys send post around? How do you think their plumbing works? Oh, here we go. Least favourite plastics. Princess Anna Death Beaker, micro, explosives and sellotape. It's actually a pretty good rundown of the worst plastics. Apart from sellotape, which actually is sick. Sellotape rules. Sellotape's great. This can't be a student let. Look how spacious it is. Look how spacious it is. What is this, the common area? This is great. Obviously someone's been learning how to cook pasta for the first time. But honestly, with this much legroom, would I live here? I think this place would get mould. I think if the only source of light's up there, you're going to get black mould. And I don't like how open it is. I don't want to live in an open plan student let. Oh yeah, I would knock this through. If I was a landlord, I'd knock that through. and I'd make this and put some walls through here. See where that crane would be? Just put a circular wall around that. That's a bedroom. Go down here. This would be a bedroom. This corridor. I'd put a wall there. I'd lock that. Put a key lock in that. That's a bedroom there. How long have you made this pole, Pete? I'm assuming it's Pete. Always Pete. Is volume okay? It's quite quiet. But there's some nice droning atmospheric noises. Oh, that's me. Is there any indication that I'm wearing clothes? This looks like my old leisure centre. Oh! Not only am I naked.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome there. I love seeing new users in chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength. Toot toot.
Welcome, Albert. Yeah, I don't like how wet it seems. I love this chair though. I knew someone who lived in do you know, what are they called? Property stewards or something, where you live in a place that's abandoned or its functions not in use. Property guardianship, maybe, and the rent's really cheap, but you have no tenants' rights at all. And I know some people have done some very interesting property guardianship, but I knew someone who lived in what was like a nursing home, but they didn't clear anything out. And they said there was this one corridor and it was just full of wheelchairs, just a long row of old, used wheelchairs. And they had the same for canes. There was a whole cupboard, and if you open it, it's just old, worn down canes. I thought it's quite scary. Something about that's a bit scary. Oh, made a mistake here. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, okay. A key or a punch upgrader? That a punching upgrade? Look at this. It doesn't seem to be a jump. I don't think I can jump. So you explore with your eyes. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'd go up there. You'd get doves and stuff though if you had that. I don't think I could buy. I've always been. I've never had a bat come in the house, but I know it's going to happen one day. I just don't know how to prepare myself for it. I think if you're not ready for this at Tuesday morning, you won't be ready for it Tuesday evening. Oh, a flesh glove. Very nice. Oh, it's a door glove. It's just a door glove. This? Like this? Okay. Try it back to your house. We get bats. We got a little tree canopy by the flats. As Josie will attest. And there was a bat excursion on Saturday and I missed it. The city was running a bat excursion. Oh, what do you want me to do? Oh, I see. I used to go semi-regularly to the warehouse where Bolton Council stores its Zimmer frames. Hundreds of them stacked together like trolleys. Fantastically creepy. And it's not just the structure. Hello, Lucy Lefty. Is it worth a
have to
point?
complete. My brain is utterly fucked.
Sure, why not?
Worth a mall point.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah. Oh, I've done it wrong. Huh? Oh, okay. I forgot. It's been an absolute rule that every command starts with an exclamation mark. And this time, I forgot. Just playing a little bit of Scorn. Yeah, Albert, one of the quirks of Catastrophe is... Oh, what is one of the quirks? It remembers if you contributed to it, but the Catastrophe level always is zeroed at the end of a stream. You understand, fine. Well, not everyone will. Not everyone will understand. Alright, what do we got here? We got another glove. Is my, are my organs out? Oh no, just my skin's off. That's reassuring, it's just my skin's off. I'd love one of these in the flat. Could use it to take the shopping up to the second floor. Yeah, apart from the ones that don't. Yeah, that's the rule. Well, I don't know what that's for, so I'm not going to worry about it now. I do like it, though. See, this is phallic. I'll grant that this is phallic. This is very intentionally... It is the H.R. Geiger-inspired game. Although, like I was saying, and will continue to say, it's not Geiger enough for me. Geiger just likes metal. I know not completely, but... This is... This isn't the Geiger I know. Too much brown. This is more like wood Geiger. This is like if they did that original idea for Aliens 3 where they went to a wooden planet full of monks who live on trees. That would have been a good movie. He just liked metal. What do I have to tell you guys? How do I get through to you? He just liked metal, didn't he? And he liked people who were a bit metal. He liked, you know, round robots. That was his thing. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's sort of a bone box with a nice lid that looks like a head. That's pretty nice. I'd like to see the lid come down and crush the bones. Oh, and the bones are screaming, I think. I don't have a torch. I think the bones are having a scream. This is a bit spooky, actually, now that I'm engaging my primal desire to live. Now that I'm engaging my reptile brain, this is actually a bit spooky. Is yonic imagery lady stuff? Lady things. Has the game revealed any context for any of this yet? No. I had a dream that I was crawling and then I woke up on the floor. I don't know if it was a dream as well. My POV flashed between the floor and crawling in a dusty pink landscape. And that's that, really. This is probably a head massager for people who sit on that specific chair, which I think is lovely. Do you know what? It does need more yonic imagery. Yeah, you're right. Most of there's chairs, you know. Freud would mince his words. we'll know what a chair is. Yeah, what do you do with it? What do you... Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time not with you, I think. Don't know what you're about. We found 2 arms. Okay, one arm scratches the head of anyone sat here. Oh, hello. Oh, lovely. I could put my fingers in there. That'll be nice for me. Oh, I get it. So you come in, you sit here, this chops all your middle up, and then that pulls your head off. That's lovely. Well, I don't want that. Oh, very nice. Yeah, lots of squidgy bits. Next to... that seems to be like a balance beam or something. Definitely very gymnastics coded. And here's a sort of oil... one of those things that goes, you see in oil fields that I'd never actually, until this moment, considered what it is doing. Just pumps up and down. That's a door, I understand that. We have those in our world. Oh yeah, you definitely won't really dandruff once you're dead. Will you? Will your skin still dry up when you're dead? Your hair still grows. Do you know a body's hair can still grow for about 5 years after death? And if they're killed really, really badly, then all 5 years happens at once. An oil derrick, is that what it's called? Or is that your nickname for them? Okay, so this is a scooper. Are these puzzles or is this just environmental storytelling? Don't get me wrong, I love seeing them. I love thinking, oh, if I went in there, if I was sat there, what would happen to me? Well, I'd be sat there, and that would come, it would hit my head, I'd be sticking that in my face, and then it would scratch my chin a little bit, and then it would stop. But maybe I've got the wrong proportions for its proposed use. Hello, funky Mr. Chicken, I'm just exploring Scorn, having just a nice laugh. Yeah, you can get bolder when you're dead. Yeah, I spend a lot of time, you know those chairs at the airport which if you put like a euro in them, they'll start, you know, going upside down and flipping around and vibrating. If you kind of sit in that and not put the euro in, or a member of staff start talking to me about propriety. Oh, hello. Yep, just pull the head off. Is this a puzzle, or am I just learning about life? Am I just learning about all the wonderful things they have over here? They have an alarm? What, so if you sit in it and don't give them money, the chair alarm goes off? There's some of those in the airport I go to. Hint, it's Schiphol Airport. And I spent a long time looking at it being like, surely I could just sit in that. It's more comfortable than anything else. I don't want it to vibrate. I'm very, very glad my reptile brain took over and stopped me doing anything as per usual. Yeah, but I don't want to sit in an alarmed chair. I'm too self-conscious to sit in a chair at length while an alarm goes off, while a klaxon draws all eyes to me. You know, say what you want about performers. The way people talk about the ego of the performer, you'd think they want to sit in an alarmed chair. But actually a lot of us wouldn't want that at all. Unless it was on stage and it was part of our routine. What's that over there? Just another thing I yearn to touch. Well, do you know what? I listen to enough industrial noise to go to sleep. I probably could relax in an alarm chair. It's more the sheer volume of attention being brought my way that remains undodgeable and intractable for as long as the alarm sounds. That would be my principal issue. Okay. Maybe this is a puzzle. Me and my brothers once sat in some deck chairs in Hyde Park and a man appeared out of nowhere and charged us £5. Well, that's what scares me about doing anything in London. I always worry I'll look at a pigeon or breathe in, or like I'll breathe in so that my lungs are fully filled with air. And someone would say, did you just fully fill your lungs? That's 50p. At one point, London Victoria Station, there was so many delays that they let you piss for free as an apology. I thought, that's so funny. I thought, that's so funny. As a reward, we'll let you piss without having to open your wallet. I'm a big fan of telling people how to hop the terminals, how to hop the gate. Turnstile? Do we all know how to hop the turnstile of a toilet? A toilet turnstile? Okay, it's a genuinely bona fide puzzle. A bony genifida puzzle. Okay, Lucy, you'll like this. You'll like this because, unlike your braggadocio parkourist pissers, I'm not talking about fully vaulting. I'm talking about doing proper sleight of hand. I'm talking about close-up magic here. So the turnstile. Let me get a little bit bigger. What's that? Where's that coming from? If I pull that, does that stop? Cracking. Okay, so the turnstile's like this, right? It's back. You know what that is? That's God's sun there, reflecting off the green screen. Limit to what I can do about it. Yeah? It's like that. It's three things. You following so far, Lucy? Because I could lose you here. Right? It's three turnstile things like that. What, you following? Put IF in the chat if you follow. Yeah? And they turn one way. Okay, and they lock unless it's got the money. So there's going to be like let's imagine there's a thing here and it can't turn because it locks, right? So it can't go forwards, but it can go backwards. So what you could do if you're trying to walk up, right? Let's say this is you. This is a freezer bag plastic holder, right? This is you. You want to go through, right? You want to go through this turnstile here, and it will go backwards. But it will only go backwards a little bit. What if it goes backwards enough that you can go in and then it will go forwards and then you could go forwards with it? So you just bring it backwards just enough to get your body in and then you go forwards and then you just come out the same way. Because they've got three... It's like they've only got 3 or 4 bits in it that don't let them go forwards, but they can go backwards by that interval. So you just shift it backwards enough to shimmy your hip in, then you go forwards with it, and then you are on the other side of that one bar that's stopping you going through. I'm always trying to teach people how to do it. I've really weirded some people out, just being like, I can let because I think it fucking sucks that you cannot piss. And for a lot of people, sometimes you're changing, especially on the coaches, right? One thing on the trains, because at least you can piss on the trains. On the coaches, the toilets are always broken, and sometimes you're changing. I've gone 2.5 hours down to Birmingham, and then I'm going off to Wales, and then the Digbeth coach station in Birmingham, you got to pay to piss. I think. Who has like 60p? I need to find 2 separate coins now. Where am I going to get these coins? Am I going to have to find an ATM, then buy an egg and cress sandwich, then overarm throw that egg and cress sandwich at a seagull, and then use the change to piss? It's fully mad. Yeah, Jamber's done it. And Jam's got a more overactive fight or flight system than me, and I'm skittish. They've now done the toilet seats now. You can't even lift up the thing. It's mad, honestly. The last bad toilet thing I had a change in, what was it called? Dausberg. Some small by my standards, but giant Germans in post-industrial city. And in the station was heaving under the effects of Dausberg Pride and some sort of Dausberg intra-city football derby. So everyone was in their Sunday best. And this had destroyed the toilets. And people speaking German to me, but I got understood that nothing would flush, and if you tried to flush it, everything would be wrecked. And I walked to the other side of that city in my lunch hour to try and use a public toilet. Didn't have a public toilet. That was it. And I never pissed again. My bladder impacted, and that was the end of my life. I turned a jaundiced yellow. Yeah, Dausberg. It was nice. It has a very strange fountain. Anyway, I want to get through this door. Look up the Dausberg fountain. It looks amazing. Hello, Baldy. There's been an article recently about the decline in public toilets, and also Deliveroo drivers and stuff like that. Isn't there a big issue that they can't piss in the places they go to pick up the food? So, and they can't piss in the homes of the customers, or at least no one's asked me to. I've never heard of anyone coming in to piss. Maybe, I mean, I'd be fine with it. I'll let anyone piss in my house. Do you know what? I don't know. If someone just rang on my door and didn't have any other business and said, "Can I piss in here?" I would think, why here? Why? I would be suspicious. But if I had hired someone to bring me a tiramisu and they said, "Can I piss?" I go, "Yeah, that's part of your tip. That's part of the tip for the service. Come in, have a piss. You can go number 2 if you want." I love tiramisu. But where are these guys supposed to piss? There's no public toilets. Well, the toilet etiquette is in the world of Scorn. Thank you for bringing it back to the game, because I have got off topic. It does look like you can go wherever you like. It doesn't seem like anyone's too precious about things around here. Maybe this is progress then. Maybe this is a Metroidvania and I just get better. Well, what counts as a Metroidvania? Is Doom a Metroidvania because you get different keys that open different doors? Oh, that's very nice. A lovely heart train. It's the heart train. All the prisoners can pick out a heart. Oh, there you go. There's some Yoma? What did birds say? Maybe delivery drivers could ask little old ladies, as they know they'll definitely let them. Hence why we never get asked. What? Because the old ladies have got it covered. Seems far-fetched to me. Toilet going practices are rarely touched upon in video games. I can name a number where you can piss. Without ever meaning to, a number of the games I've played in the last 2 or 3 years have contained a high incidence of piss mechanics. Played Crypt World this week or last week. You could piss in that. You had to piss in that to get the bugs. Landlord Super, you could piss in that. It seems to serve no purpose. Just a bit of flavour. Duke Nukem lets you shit. Yeah, I can't think of I can't think of a game that has an actual shitting animation. I think a few where Poog just materialises. None have been brave enough to actually. This is gross, actually. Let's talk about anything else. I'd rather even talk about pissing than this. Oh yeah, you can shit in Death Stranding, that's right. What am I doing here? Crane game. Postal is a piss burn. I think can you do a piss is going to be the new can you pet the dog. I don't approve of it. I don't think it should go that way. But it is. It is going to be the new one. Because of GDPR. I don't understand what that is. Oh, hello. Maybe this will help. Oh, okay. Down. Uh-huh. Up. Uh-huh. Click. Grab. Okay. Grab. Grab it? Nothing to grab. Grab this. Great. And now... Oh, I've moved it. Oh, I'm so clever. Now it's been moved. Oh, okay, okay. So maybe I want one of these weird nuts to be on the glowing item. That's as good a guess as I've got. Urinetown is a social and political satire set in a fictional future where a terrible 20-year-old drought has crippled the city's water supplies. Water is so scarce that the government enforces a ban on all private toilets in an effort to control water consumption. Citizens who try to circumvent the peeing fee by relieving themselves in the bushes risk being taken away to Urinetown, a mysterious place where many have been sent but no one ever returns. Yes, sounds good. Is the world of Scorn hostile to you in any way? It's just a bit squelchy. There is hostilities further on, but I do think I've got a murky world of sticky puzzles before that time. Oh, that was wrong, was it? I don't understand the rules here. What am I aiming for? No, 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 no. Put your fingers back in the holes. Pick up this nut. Just lift it. Yeah, you got it. I'm going to place a different nut in this hole. And then hope for the best, because I don't understand the underlying logic here at all. Okay. Nut acquisition. Nut collected. Oh, I've worked it out. Look, one of these nuts is glowing. Thank you, Adben. Get the nut. Right. Oh no. It's a puzzle. After all that. Okay, okay. Well. Okay, I've got to move things out of the way so I can move other things out of the way. I get it. I can follow. This, and then... Oh. You can't go right here. Well, it seems to me that this nut is in the way. Oh, and I can't move this nut. I just don't understand the rules. Can I grab this nut? Good. Nut grabbed. But then... Oh, I don't understand. Do you need to connect the lights with the nuts? Oh, you think the... I was hoping to get one of these lit up nuts on the lit orifice. In the top left there's a lit up node. And then there's a couple of nuts with lights coming off of them. So I'm hoping to get at least one of those there. I don't quite understand the rules about where things can move to. I think it's only valid to move a nut if both nuts can end up on like these horrible holes. They're not horrible, but they are suggestive. The lit up ones need to go top left. I think there are poles they slide along. Yeah, but the poles are a grid, aren't... Oh no, they're not completely, are they? The grid's incomplete. Fair enough. But you'd think, right, this one here should be able to go down. But it can't because there's no thing there. Hello, Ghost Panda Heart. Thank you very much for the follow. Just trying to solve the riddle of the nuts. Ooh. Is there more to look at? Yeah, can I like move this? Yeah, I think that too. And then the question, I guess, becomes that well, there's a kind of lack of holes over here. I wonder how to make the space, I guess, because the only way to get around... Oh, I suppose this could go here, here, then down. Then this could go maybe here, and then down. And then these two that are stuck together, they can get out of the way like this. There we go. And then this maybe could go over here. Because the other one with lights is part of a horizontal 2. But what I've done doesn't allow me to take that over. But that's still a lit up nut. Maybe that's enough. Maybe the one that's part of a 2 is a red herring. Is this what you want? You happy? Oh no, it was a living thing. It was an egg. Egg.
Egg.
It was an egg, yeah. Egg. Egg. And... do I need to get the other egg? Is it important to do both? Egg. Is it... I don't know what opening that egg did, so I don't know what opening the next egg will do either, but I could have a little go, I suppose. Why would they give you an optional harder one for no reason? Yeah, well, there has to be a purpose for it, is what I'm thinking. Might be useful. It might be useful to do the other egg, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that can go in there. And then... I don't know, I feel like I'm running out of options here. Unless, put that up there. We've got a couple of singles. And maybe... we've got a few I don't know. I guess maybe you've got to take it one at a time. And then you could move these singles behind. Oh, I'm worried that you could... I'm worried you could start a solution that then ultimately doesn't work, but you've gone really far into it. So I can get that to there. Then I guess the issue does arise once you're around here, and you're like, what on earth do I do now? Yeah, I don't know. This is tough, and I don't know why I'm doing it within the game logic as well. Yeah, sure. Can a mod put that through? Max took like an hour to do. Do you know what? That makes me feel a lot better. I feel like I know what the problem is, but I feel like I've gone too far the wrong way. I've done a solution that doesn't work, and now I've got to work out how to undo that. This one single nut here should be over here. I should have... There was an opportunity for me to do that, and I didn't do it. And now we're bloody here, and I don't know what to do. Oh, I know. No, I don't. That's a lie. I don't know why I just told a lie. No, that was a lie. That was just a complete lie. So that's a 4. There's no point Can't do anything with that. That's 4 nuts. I can leave that. Hello, Ghost Panda. I don't particularly want to get into the middle of this. I don't have any context for it. I don't have the resources or the desire to, like, adjudicate on it. Oh, they could come over from above like that. That's good. That's one extra nut squared away. And then there's this nut. And I don't know if this nut can go with the others. But if there's a chance. Okay, well, I'll take it as a polite warning for now. I wish I could write on the screen. Do you know there's an OBS thing that lets you write on the screen? I never got it to work. I wish I could do arrows. How did I got a third nut behind the vertical nuts. Hello, Natari. Thank you very much for the follow. You've caught me in the midst of nut hell at the moment. Feel free to shout out if you've got something. I don't know how I don't think it would be easy for you to completely describe the solution. But let's call this one, the one I'm grabbing now, let's call this problem nut, okay? And this is solution nut. So I've given you some language there. This is problem nut. Problem nut wants to be down here. Okay? Sometimes it's too hard to describe, so I've given you at least a little bit of language. And this is the divine passage. With enough language and terms, we can have a conversation about this. Put the nut on the light. Thanks. How did I do that? I got one of these nuts across. Do you think I could just replicate that? And here I am, not knowing how to do that. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. Here comes science. The brain has arrived. Has it? Move. Problem nut move. Yeah, too late. Everything's moved position since we last spoke. You're talking from a whole other era. Problem nut. Move 2 left and down 2. You think problem nut should live here? Do you know what? That did occur to me. I just don't see quite how to what happens next after that. Because then this can't move, problem nut can't move, solution nut can't move, and I can't move this guy down because there's not a hole over here. If you put double wood light in the middle and 1 slot down. Oh. Maybe. Yeah, there's a little groove. Oh, that's so clever. Atari, thank you so much. Do you know what? That's a nice little puzzle. Lateral thinking. You gotta think with space and movement. That's nice. Didn't mention the other problem nuts. Yeah, but if I could solve one... Look, if you solve one problem nut, you solve them all. Now solution nut's got an open line on the divine passage. Perfect. Look at that. Eggs in the chat for the egg we're going to destroy. What's the most problematic nut in real life? Probably a poisonous. Do you know what? Probably the peanut. I think the peanut kills quite a lot every year. Peanut allergies are going absolutely berserk these days, and no one knows why. Easily the peanut. Some people breathe a bit of peanut. That's it. They're gone. Oh look, little limbs. Oh, we got the best little one. It's the little guy, and now it can be the king. There you are, little king on your little throne. Don't hurt it. Don't hurt my boy. Goodbye. Going downstairs. Okay, I hope there's something nice for you down there. That's what happened to, oh look. I know how to get down there. This is like Willy Wonka, right? Didn't that happen to Veruca Salt or someone like that? And there's my little chute in the goose room. The squirrel room. I'm going to go meet my son and say I rescued you. I rescued you from being solution nut. Ooh. Nope, can't go in there. If COVID tasted of peanut, we'd have been a lot less stressed out. What did COVID taste of? Nothing, right? It made you anosmic. Made you unsmelling. Oh, what we got? Worst nut? P. Paul Nuttall? Nutty Professor 2 The Clumps or Nuts Magazine? Well, Nuts Magazine's gone, isn't it? So whatever problem Nuts represented is historical. Just going the wrong way, I think. It was bad, though. Yeah, I think it was. I think someone visited me in hospital once and brought me a Nuts magazine. And because there was nothing in hospital, I did eventually read it. And it sucked. Even if I was the target audience, I'd feel a little bit underwhelmed by Nuts, I think. But who brought me Nuts? I'm trying to remember. Some relative brought me into contact with Nuts magazine. It was ooh, wasn't it? What do you want me to do? Sorry, I'm in an NHS hospital bed. What are you trying to think I'm going to wank? You think I'm going to wank here? I'm on a ward. What happened to grapes? Exactly. Exactly. How old was I? If it's the time I'm thinking of, I was Nuts age. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't 10. I was appropriate Nuts age. How old was I? 17. No, I was. Do you know what? I didn't have my GCSEs yet, I think. Or did I? No, I didn't have my GCSEs. I was in secondary school. So I guess whatever the upper boundary of that is. There was a big campaign to no more page 3. I remember Bridget Christie was some way associated with it, or just had the t-shirt. And then it stopped, but it didn't really stop, or like it stopped for a bit. They did this like fake stop. Was it your appendix? I'm thinking so. Because before, that's the only hospitalisation I can remember where I was the right age. All of the hospitalisations, I was little wee. I was pre-nuts. Ah, here's how I go down. Gonna be a lot of wander in the corridors. It's the perfect game for me to start a journey, look at chat, become discombobulated, and then take the same corridor 7 times. Was that our shared secondary? The shared secondary, yeah. Yes, I was Nuts age. Oh, maybe I could put my boy in one of these weird chairs. He'd love that. My boy would love to be in one of these weird chairs. Boy? I should name my boy. Anyone got any names for my boy? Boy names in the chat? Yeah, Nuts age. We're saying the same thing. I think I heard a boy noise. Yeah, can you hear that? Can you hear the boy noise? Nutsage? Yeah? Nutsage? Oh, it's my boy. Oh, I'm going to get to pick up my boy with the crane. Before I do, though, I'm going to use the bathroom. I don't have a BRB screen, do I? I'll just do a very temporary... Thank you. I think I could just do the pre-screen.
Hello?
Hello?
What was that? Did you say something?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Examine guest room 1.
Guest room 4. Okay.
Guest room 1.
Guest room 4. Okay.
Guest room 1.
Guest room 4.
Guest
Okay.
room 1.
Guest room 4.
Guest
Okay.
room 1.
Guest room 1. Okay.
Run.
Yes.
He would get burglarized. And I'm afraid that has now happened. My son has unfortunately been burglarized. And in true landlord fashion, he's actually bought out the retail space underneath this office and is turning it into quite a criminally dangerous your heart. One is Bing, and two is reality.
I think this is Bing.
Bing is killing it. Bing is winning. Oh no, reality's coming in.
Because that's what the quiz is, though, right? It's not about what's actually right. It's about what.
Yeah, I mean, are we truly?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm just about to custodianize my son. Thank you to everyone who's still watching. Of course, hello here to Daniel EF. Hello, Lemon Poodle. Hello, Moral Recordings. Thank you very much for. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Bird. Hello, Boom _ Funks. Hello, Gru Smith. Cardboard Children. Great test. Drap Snat. Well, wonderful to hello, Jambud. Thank you so much for hello, Kata. It's great to have you. Lucy Lefty. It's always a Mank B. Still hanging. Add Ben 002. Oh, Commander. That's actually a bot. Josie Hypatia. Thank you. I think that's a bot as well. Zero. Oh wait, I think this is and Nightbot. Thank you so much for popping in, coming back, sticking with me. Hope you're ready to see me reunited with my son. Space Harrier has a great, just perfectly timed intro section, and it has a tempo to die for. Oh great, I can sit in one of these chairs. I hope nothing bad happens, or I hope my son's okay, and I hope I remain okay. I don't know, Saw. Sometimes it drops people out. Did you drop out at any point? Did you refresh, or the that little thing is only as good at Twitch's own API for measuring viewers, which is kind of janky. If it does continually leave people out, like if you had even a little gap, you could maybe. No, don't put it back. Don't put it back. Oh, that'll be good. All the things I'll be not quite describing. Well, at the moment, I'm suspending my bag of limbs from the ceiling and hoping to get custody. I'm going to Fathers for Justice. It's a full person. Let me out. This game's. I actually have a lot more fun with this than I expected. I thought this would suck. That's horrible, isn't it? That's horrible. Are you got the normal amount of limbs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm proud of you. There we go, Saw. If you dropped out, it would take a little bit for it to register you. Good for me to know, though, so I can understand the reliability of the roll call tool. Looks bad. Can you be kind about my progeny, please? I'm never going to give birth again if people could be like this. People are always like this when they give birth to something. I say give birth. I found it on the wall. I found it on the wall next to the nuts. What do I do? It's showing in like an indicator here, but I think I can't use it yet. I'll come back for you, okay, once I understand. Right. One nice good deed.
I have to come clean.
Hello, Rose. Thank you very much for the resubscription.
Hello, comrades.
How are you doing? Thank you very much for popping in. I'm playing a horrible, horrible game called Scorn. Where I'm... Don't play puppy too much because after tomorrow night, we're going to have had more puppy than we ever have in our lives. I've been whistling puppy for months now, getting things together. I think I may have probably. Nice. It is good to clock off. Well, you haven't missed much here. I'm just a horrible guy. I've got this guy in here. I don't know really what to do with it. There's no context or anything in this horrible game. And tomorrow as well, it will be possible to play Puppy Cross. I've made a little thing so that chat can play Puppy Cross because many of us haven't even played it ever. What's the name of the guy stuck in the thing? I think Lucy had a name for like nutcase or something, but it wasn't that. Solution nut. Nut sage. Oh, I remember why you said that. Nut sage is the name. I don't think we have a boy name list. Oh no, we do. It just says Nut Sage. Can you roll us a random category? As in, do random category without a space? Josie, it's a good one. Oof, bit weird on the roll in there, but seems like it's a very populated category, which is nice. Nice. I use this font because it's compatible with a surprising amount of little symbols and stuff like that. I'm looking for the lift. There's a lift somewhere. Not that I expect to find it now. But you get mad at fancy Fs. Yeah, I just, you know, sometimes I haven't raised my voice for a while and I'm looking for an excuse. It's an old sad truth that if you shout at a cat, the cat loves it. And there needs to be something for me to push back against. To provide a little bit of vim. Judging from your crane skills, you aren't crane certified. Oh, there's still more crane to go. Thank you, Natari. That's a nice little nudge. So, there's more to do with the crane. Oh, it was that simple. It was that simple. Great. Well, now me and you can have a heart-to-heart. Hello, Nutsage. You've been a Vim target quite a lot, Albright. I decided early on that it wouldn't bother you. I don't know how to... Ooh. We're going somewhere. We're going to the shops. We're going to Dudley Zoo. Oh, do you want to interact with this? Yeah? Are you... I wish I could tell. This guy seems pretty chill. Kind of reminds me of like a squirrel or something. A bit skittish, but ultimately, you know, not complaining about anything. This is a kind of a wholesome game, I think. This should be on Wholesome Direct. This should be, oh. Oh. Hmm. I don't really understand what's happened. What's happened here? Why are you covered in blood? What's happened? Why has this happened? Someone's done something wrong. That must be calibrated wrong. I'm never coming back here again. Bloody hell, they've injured my son. I'm never coming back here. It cost enough, it was expensive enough, and now my son's covered in blood. This is the worst holiday I've ever had. You gave it a hat plate. Well, maybe it's just part of growing up then, isn't it? Maybe I am a good dad. Maybe sometimes you just need to get the hat plate on. I know it hurts, but it's like getting your eyebrows pierced. You gotta do it. Not just not have your eyebrows pierced. So I can't go forwards. It will let me go backwards, but I don't think I should. I think I should go backwards. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should. Come on, Nutsage. We're just going backwards. I'm not going to give you another hat plate, though. I know you didn't like that. Well, sometimes when you're growing up, you have to have things done to you that hurt. Like an operation. I had to have braces. I had braces when I was a kid. That hurt a lot. And I didn't like it. And I made all those noises. I was going... You know, I accept, accept it was for the best. That's just life. When did you get your eyebrows pierced? I had my eyebrows pierced when I was a teenager, but it wasn't at the insistence of my parents. I did it, in fact, if anything, to provoke their ire. But I didn't care really enough. I didn't care enough, really, for me to feel like I'd rebelled. And I lost all interest in the piercing, to be honest. Both eyebrows? No, just the one. I think a lot of piercings are the purpose. Apart from earrings, most facial piercings, the whole point is to become asymmetrical. It's to deviate from God's plan. You've seen pigs of eyebrows, Sean. How's that happened? Okay, let me share my thoughts aloud in this puzzle game. This is an alternate path we could have gone down, and it looks like this should rotate, but I have not yet found the mechanism that will rotate it. I sort of think, since there's a few of these up here, that you would rotate them from a place that gives you a decent vantage point, like up here somewhere. You could see all the different ones. What's this? Oh, that's just the plate, the top hat mechanism. Goth phase. I had a goth phase. To be honest, the more I learn about goth phase, I don't think I've ever left it. You could be anything and be a goth now. You could dress in linen and be a goth. Doesn't matter. Can't gatekeep goth. Anyone's a goth. Oh, hello. Can't even stick my arm in this tube. What's wrong with this game? Sorry, you're telling me I can't just stick my hand in that and see what happens? And you expect me to be immersed? If this was real life, I'd stick my arm in there. Gatekeep, gaslight, linen goth. Sure. Sure. So if I was to take the guy backwards, what would happen? Nothing. It would terminate here. Or what if I took him back to the crane and maybe now that he's got a hat top, maybe it would be better off up there. I don't know. It's a bit abstract, so I'm just gonna permeate the variables. Not permeate, what am I talking about? What's the word I'm looking for? Not permeate. If you do like a new instance of something to see if it works. Permutate, great. That's it, thank you. Okay, maybe I'll pop you back on the thing. No, there's nothing up there. There's nothing up there. Come back. Are you able to take? You know, take my boy. He's got a hat now. Yeah. No, 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 no. All right, he doesn't go back on that then. He doesn't go back on the crane, I think. Definitely not, because last time I thought I knew what I was doing, and it was simple once I just tried again. No, it's not going to work, is it? Maybe I need to spin the boy around. You can't be picked up like that. It's at 90 degrees to the thing. You're going to get spun. God, I haven't half raised a whinger here, have I? I haven't half raised a bloody whinger. Actually, he's a lot calmer than he was. Come on, then. Come on, then. Where do you want to be? I'm not going to give you a second hat. I don't think that's right. No, no, no. Any parenting tips? Just talk in a soothing, patronising voice to the child. Don't give in to its demands. Don't negotiate with terrorists. I don't know. I can see all the things that I can half do. It seems like I need to solve other things. And they all involve rotating these things around. No, no, Ghost Panda. Given the unclear status of your relationship with Funky Mr. Chicken, I don't think we should be saying that they drowned. Don't really know what your two's history is. Why are you saying these things, Ghost Panda? I don't know the context of what you're talking about. This can't be a platform for this feud. This isn't winning me over to whatever message it is you're trying to impart here. Thank you, Natari. Thank you, that is what I believed. I think I'm going to time out Ghost Panda. It's just a... I think this is a time-outable offence. Nothing else. This is a weird vibe. If you have a thing that you think I need to know, you think there's a thing that's very important for me to know, just tell me in private. And then I can engage with it in my own time. And I'm absolutely not going to engage with it here. Because I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what any of this is about. But certainly I'm not going to be half adjudicating some old simmering feud. I'm playing Scorn. Okay, I'm higher up than I was. This requires something. Pepsi Scrolls, what's the plot? There isn't really a plot. You just wake up in this cavern and there's puzzles. And it's horrible looking. Oh, and I think you saw my my child in the little box. In the little egg. This is all I have that's high. Oh, this is higher up. Egg. This is higher up, but it's too high to see the circles clearly. Yeah, you saw the egg. Well, you know the whole game then, really. You've got this covered. Well, no matter what it is, if it's deathly important, it should be done through a different medium, I think. Not the kind of thing to litigate here in the Scorn stream. Huh. Okay. Okay. There is not 100% lore story. I like that, to be honest. It's the whole game has been based. I mean, I don't know. I've not played. I've just looked around it. But I'm assuming, and also perfectly happy with the idea that the game was just based on what if a H.R. Geiger art book was a game, and they added in enough elements that it's a game, and it really is kind of an excuse to just look at this stuff and interact in a world like this. Great. I think one of the best things I heard about the game was just that it reminds video game developers that there are more than 6 aesthetics in the world. And that alone is a good reason to build a game. I liked the nut puzzle. I've enjoyed walking around. Trolleying that guy around is viscerally sickening. Perfect. Ghost Panda, what do you want me to do at this point? Just send me a private message. We're not... Just send me a private message. Listen, Ghost Panda, I don't know you, so I'm not going to assume that you are here just to be malicious. But if you were me, and you're playing Scorn on a Tuesday afternoon, and someone says, that other person is evil, what would you do with that information? Would you just go, oh, I guess they're evil then? I guess that's just an evil person now. I just don't think you would. And I think you should think... I think there are other ways to get through to me. But this isn't one of them. This is probably one of the ways that would make me think, oh man, Ghost Panda's just not able to communicate effectively. They may just have an axe to grind. I assume everyone's just a person. Oh, I suppose that doesn't really answer the question. Do I think people are evil? No, I think people are animals. This is how I squared it to myself. I think people are animals. And so, if you were to say, do you think that pig is evil? I think, no, it's a pig. I think that's a pig, though. Is that pig evil? What are you talking about? That's a pig. People are animals. And some animals can have very, very bad personalities. What am I talking about? I think what a lot of people do is more animalistic. It isn't really based on... There's probably very, very, very few people in the world who 100% know that they're doing a wrong thing. And a lot of people just act on these really weird little heuristics they pick up, which leads to them doing things which are definitely bad. I think... I don't know what I'm talking about, actually. I feel like I'm doing this weird screed about letting everyone off the hook for everything. I think maybe I'm saying that most people aren't really thinking very hard about what they're doing. But I don't know if that excuses anyone or anything. I think when you're hurt by something, you think about it a lot more than the person who hurt you. So what's... I refuse to lean on Nitari? Was that your username? I'm trying my very best not to just tap you for advice when I'm stuck. Oh, Paul, is that pig evil? Yeah, evil pig's just a pig. I think that's not a pig. I think the point is that a pig's not really capable of evil. But honestly, I should have thought through what I wanted to say before I said it. Oh, do you know, here's a better one. Here's a better one for you. People's behaviours. No one really invents any kind of bad behaviour very often, apart from CEOs. Might be a little too high placed. Do you know, Natari, every time you give me a hint, it's what I already sort of thought was true, but I don't know how to act on the thing, I think. I don't know how to, Okay, I'm too high. I could tell, right? The moment I came up and looked down, I thought, can't even see stuff from up here. I'm miles in the sky. Are people voting just to get even votes on everything? You sound very deep. That's the joy. That's the joy of streaming. Talk about anything. Shouldn't. Shouldn't really. Should just keep it light. Just keep it nice and gentle. Oh, hello. Oh no, I'm not even high off the ground at all. The lift is wrong. Right, I'm starting from that. The lift takes you too high. So what if somewhere took me a little bit high? I'm searching for a mezzanine. Do you know, I've always loved a mezzanine. They're really fancy. I wish mezzanines weren't posh. I wish mezzanines were just about. I wish you could just fall over mezzanines at the shops. But they're not. They're like scarce. Yeah. We stan a multi-tiered space. Mezzanines in particular. A little space that juts out enough. Like a really weird balcony. Ooh, love it. That's architecture, baby. Ooh. That's the lift, right? That's not like another lift. Unless it is. Unless it's a different lift. It's a big Josie little recommend. What do you mean little recommend? You're big, but you only recommend this slightly. I'll try and interpret what you've just said. Okay, I've come what I thought would be the wrong way. It's just a small thing. Oh, okay. It's a big recommend for an actually not a very substantial piece of work. Now I get you. It's a big recommend from a big person about a little thing. It's nice. That's a world of contrasts, isn't it? Oh, flip my lid all the way to Hell's Dungeon. Of course, I just go up here. That's the middle thing. Oh, Nitari, you... As someone who knows the solutions, watching me must be like having a biro trapped in your head. I'm very bad at applying myself. Okay, of course, it's all here. Time to spin some stuff. Oh, wow. I've gone into the goo. Okay, great. So, in what direction shall I make my child go? I guess there. Yeah, that'll do for now. I've got a balcony, and I live in an incredibly rainy place. I actually probably live in a rainier place in the north of England. I think Amsterdam could give Manchester a run for its money. And that's the rainiest place I can think of. Natari, I think you're doing a good job. You're not telling me completely what to do. Little hints. That's good. I think that's good. Some people do. They come in and they say, do this, then this, then this. And then it winds me up a little bit. Because then I don't get to play the game anymore. Alright. It's very oozy. It's very wet, isn't it? We get a lot of storms, and while there's no point going on a balcony during the rain, it's great to go on a balcony during a storm. I was so out on a balcony during a storm, I got genuinely scared by the lightning. I thought I was going to die. Okay, so I want to... If I can see my boy from space, then I can spin that thing round. Good. Space boy. Okay, where is boy? Ah, boy spotted. No? Okay. Great, I think. Oh, it's 5:10. Okay, great. I think no plem tonight, but there is a good Pete at 8:30. I think I won't go on long enough to raid into Pete, but that's today's schedule. And maybe in about 20 minutes, half an hour, I'm going to go. Got to start on dinner. Amsterdam is the 11th rainiest city in Europe. So, can you give me the full rundown, please? No, I didn't. When was that? Is that recent, Pepsi? Hang on. I should think about where I'm pushing nuts age. Because that's just back in a loop-to-loop, which I obviously don't want. But if I go over here, well, then something else will happen. Lan, is it just... Manchester's not in the top 20? Yeah, I guess not really. It's just bad for the UK. Missed your response. And my response was, tell me all of them. Could you write down the whole list? Yeah, I will... Have you got a link to the cruise ship getting bad? Oh yeah, you're out, aren't you? You can't write out a list. Well, I'm curious. What are the wettest? Oh, what's this number? What's this, like millimeters of... Yeah, it's millimeters of rain. Podgorica in Montenegro is the top, with Ljubljana in Slovenia. Albania, Switzerland. There's a big jump between the three over to the east of Europe. I'm not sure they're technically Eastern Europe, but they're definitely easterly. Montenegro getting by far the most. Andorra, Liechtenstein, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Luxembourg, Belgium, Croatia, Netherlands. 11th, that makes sense. Is there anything from the UK on here? London. London rainier than Manchester? Unless these are all capitals. These might be the capitals. Are there any non-capitals in here? Budapest is the capital. Sofia is the capital. Bucharest is the capital. Barcelona is not the capital of Spain, though, is it? No, it's not. But most of these are. Why are they all capitals? Yeah, Barcelona is not capital, but most of these are, right? I'm going to admit my geography is not great. Bern is not the capital of Switzerland, I know that much. Don't know. Bern is not the capital of Switzerland as well. A couple of discrepancies there. What are you getting from Sainsbury's? Anyway, as someone who lives in the 11th most rainy city in Europe, this balcony is still useful. Still good. If you had a balcony in the UK, it'd still be good, I think. Even though probably it's only warm enough to use it for about 2 or 3 months. No, what am I talking about? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Maybe it was an old map, Lucy. What are emery boards? Glasgow. All the Welsh ones make sense. Truro makes sense. Okay. Time to help my child. Oh, I'm going to pick it up and put it in the chair, and then I'm going to give it a haircut. I think this is going to be the end of my child. Look away if you've become particularly attached to Nutsage. Oh look, fits right in. There you go, put your foot away. There we are. Well, maybe this won't be good for Nutsage, but it will be good for the economy, I think. We're doing this for the economy. Just think about how many jobs this creates. I've got a job pulling this. This circular saw's got a job. Well, what's the point of that, actually? Maybe this is unproductive. I don't see if this helps. Oh no, you're loose! You're loose, you're free! You're loose, welcome. I've given birth. I gave birth to you. I gave birth to you, look. Now we're friends. Yeah, I cracked the nut. You coming out? Yeah. The two buddies. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come in. Come on. That's okay, bird. You only missed the wonder of oh no. No, no, no. Come on. It's not a fail, son. Look. He's learning to walk. Come on. You got problems on your back? Oh no. Come on. Come on then. I'm going to take you to the pharmacy. We'll get you some Calpol. Yeah? That's nice. Uh-huh. You come in then. Come on, I'll show you all the puzzles. You come in. I'll show you the puzzles. Look, you can put your hand in here. It moves the crane around. Just look what Daddy do. You can move the crane. Look, that's like when I put you in the chair. Do you remember? When I sawed you open. Do you want to come and do it? Look. All my skins come off as well, just like you. Nut Wizard, yeah, sure. Has it evolved? You gonna come and help? Remember this, when I cut you out of the shell? Alright, well, let me do it again. Won't do it again, don't worry. Would have done if I was allowed. Yeah? Southpaw? You come in. You come in. You come... I don't see how this has advanced anything. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is gaming. Alright, great. Scorn's good. All those lukewarm reviews don't understand what it's like. This is like The Last of Us. I'm the dad. This is like what's it called? God Wizard? God of War? I'm the dad again. Although I'd love to play as that. I'd love to play as that guy. Theme is wet. Okay, what I'm going to do... Can I... Nut Wizard, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this door a little bit and then could you just stick your hands in and pull it? Yes, of course. Of course, it's so simple. Nut Wizard, it's so simple. All you do is you stick your fingers in. Oh, I love having a child. Okay, Nut Wizard. Nut Wizard. Where's my previous fake son? What do you mean? Oh, you mean Crinston? Crinston got burglarized. No, Nut Wizard. Nut Wizard, go into your terminal. Nut Wizard. Nut Wizard just... Oh yeah, only I can do this because I've got a stupid thing in my fingers. Oh. It won't let me do this one. Nut Wizard, can you do this? Nut Wizard. Can you do this, Nut Wizard? Your previous fake. This looks to be what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I got two pairs of hands all of a sudden, but now it won't let me use this one. And I could have sworn I did use this one before. Unless I'm supposed to get Nut Wizard the thing. Because I've got a thing in one of my hands that lets me use special stuff. So maybe I need to get you the thing. Can I get you to do this? Why can't you do this? Oh, okay. I'm going to do it and I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold the action button just to see if I maintain it. I don't think I will. I think it'll time me out. I think it's a canned animation. And it won't let me do this. So maybe Nut Wizard needs to stick his arm in the thing that I stuck my arm in. You come in. Oh. I could put Nut Wizard in here. You'd like that. Yeah, I could scrape him. I could scrape him out into this hole. Competency shaming. I don't even know if he's competent or not. He won't even try. It's the not trying that I think bothers me. You come in. Come on. Come on. I think to try and fail, that's fine. I'd never punish a child for trying and failing. Ooh. Ooh. It's an egg factory. Yeah, am I gonna get Am I going to get DMCA'd for this? What you got for me? This is a copyrighted song, but it was lovely to hear. A bar and a half. And I'm sure the people who are already familiar with it, they'll be humming it along to themselves and filling in the blanks. Oh, come on, Nutsage. Nut Wizard, sorry, I didn't mean to call you by your pre-birth name. No, that's fine. I've never had a copyright strike. But I attribute that to being terrified. Look at all these nuts. Oh no. Oh no. It's the Nut Wizards who didn't make it. So, what is this? Huh. Do you think this is an alternate place I could have brought Nut Wizard and it would have scraped him off into the bin? It's a weird thought to not have Nut Wizard. It's like I've always had him. It's like I've always been a dad. Can you come? What's your issue? I can't even tell if you like me. What's your feeling towards me? So it will come sometimes. And sometimes it just won't. Does it need a line of sight to me? Do you need a thing? Is there something I could do or say? Is there anything you wish for from... That was a very low growl. I think it doesn't want to go beyond this chamber, which would imply that if I went over here, he'd follow me more readily. Or he absolutely is needed for doing this gate thing, and he's just supposed to be by the gate. Like, he'll follow you around near the gate. It just seems, yeah, like he's not supposed to go in the tunnel, and therefore it won't take him into the tunnel. So what if I just stood on the other side of the thing I want him to interact with? And the only thing he's going to interact with, plausibly, is this. So what if I just stood in a place so that walking towards me makes you walk towards that? No. No, I don't think so. Then what are you for? What are you for? No, it pathfinds around this interactable thing. Okay. But you'll follow me off of this. No, you won't. There's nothing to place in the nut hole. Oh, you think I want him to stand in here? Standing in this nut hole? Maybe. Yeah, stand in the nut hole. Come. Come. Stand in the nut hole. In the nut hole. Just walks around it, won't go in the nut hole. My son won't go in the nut hole. Yeah. Walk in precisely this direction. Come by. Come by. Nut hole. I like how minimalist this is. There's no HUD, there's no nothing, there's no HP, there's nothing to think about or look at. It's very that alone is just strikingly nice. Okay, I think the fact that he stood just there on the threshold tells me he's just not going to go beyond. Will he follow me back down over here? There may be something over here I'm supposed to get him to interact with. Okay, so this is still viable terrain. Oh, this is where I gave birth to you. We've already done all this. You're coming, hello. What's that? Just another cart, just another nut cart. I like it's a game about nuts. It introduces you to nuts really early on. Do you think, by the way, do you think I was a nut? I think I had a nut time. Maybe I didn't remember it. I got nutted. Maybe I was the first nut. Adben thinks I was a nut. That's great. That's storytelling. And now I'm passing it on, you know? Like when people pay for the coffee, the person next to them. Just pass it on nut experiences. That's cracking, that is. Oh! Come off it. What do you want? What do you want? What happened to you? I don't know. I can't crouch. What do you want? Can I crouch? Let me check the controls. Is it supposed to be a crouch? Forward. Hello, Opwalt Island. Thank you very much for the follow. Forwards, back, left, right, run, use, aim, fire, cancel. Okay. Pepsi, no. My son's injured. It's just not the right time. I've got a little circle. A little circle that sometimes means use. But today it doesn't mean use. It just means look helplessly at your son. Oh, that's good, Lucy Lefty, yeah. Well, wisdom of crowds it. Try from the other direction. Oh, I can help my son from a very specific direction. Thank you. Otherwise, I would have left him there forever. Try that poll again, Lucy Lefty. You need to put a question mark on the end. You need to put a question mark on the end. Oh, great. Great, great, great. We all go through it. We all go through it. I was like that when it happened to me. Don't worry. Okay, great. Now you've got everything you need. Something's confused. Yeah, the poll's confused. I'm not quite sure how this has happened. I don't know. At the end of the poll, it will be okay. Come on. Come on, Nutsage. Oh, yes. It's because you put a question mark in one of the... Yeah. The question mark is used to pass the distinction between where the answers go and where the question is. So it presumes the question will have a question mark. But it doesn't... I didn't make it assuming that answers would have a question mark. It's a very big... what's the word? Oversight on my part. One day I'll fix it. But there's just so many other things to fix first. Let's just put it on the massive list of things to fix. Have you fallen again? I'm getting a bit fed up with this, thank you. Luckily, you always fall near the plot required interactable items. Do you know, look, when I was just a little born nut, I wasn't doing any of this. I was just getting on with stuff. Do you know, when I was a little nut, I pulled myself up by my bootstraps. I just got on with stuff. None of this namby-pamby falling on the floor because something sliced through my skin. I just got on with it, you know? And now I have my own company where I birth nuts and look after them. Yeah, we've only got one nut right now, but it's going to become big. I got my own company. Just looking after nuts. Obviously, it's been ruined by Brexit. Can't get the nuts anymore. No! No. My nut. I can hear my nut. Oh, great. Now I've lost my nut wizard. Alright, onwards and upwards. I left my nut son behind and pulled the ladder up behind me. Nepo nut? Well, not anymore. I've cut him loose. You can find your own way in the world. I'll find you at the credit sequence. Post credits reunited with Nut Wizard. That's the good ending. Bad ending. Nut Wizard's the CEO of Blizzard Activision. Oh, look at this. Here are some nuts that really lacked a good father. That would never happen to my nut. I always pulled him off the floor. Yeah, the pole definitely was confused. It shouldn't have moved the Yeah, I know what's wrong with the poles, and the best thing about it, one of the perks of streaming, is that even though I figured out what's wrong and exactly the thing to change to fix why this happened, I won't remember. By the time I finish doing this stream, I'm going to make dinner. And after I've eaten that dinner, I'm not going to remember this at all. I'm not going to remember there was a problem. I might remember Nut Wizard, and I'll remember some of the things we talked about. But not this. Not this important thing. Actually, Nut Wizard's important. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, hello. Yes, please. Oh, can't stick my arm in that. It should be fine now. Oh no! I can't for the life of me work out why that's happening. Doesn't matter though, is it? Why has that happened? Right? There's a space where... Oh no, it is working correctly. Well, not anymore. Something is up. Yeah, something's up. It's just broken. That's fine. It was designed to be broken. It's a feature. Nice try. I know the exploits that will really confuse it, and obviously I'm not going to tell you. Why has it been like this though? Why is it... Oh no, it is fine, right? That is still... That's not a pig. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. It was fine. Whew. Phew. It was fine. I thought it was more broken than I thought. I'd forgotten about the line break. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing? And it stuttered. It had a stutter. That's fine. This game's possibly quite graphic intensive. It becomes more graphic intensive the way it has to encode, the way I always use my mouse like this. The most headache inducing, migraine, twitchy behaviour. Oh, I like this thing. I'd love... Whoa, my god, that genuinely spooks me. I genuinely got scared and jumped. A gun! I have a gun. Oh no, there's a UI now. Oh, what a letdown. It's gonna get boring now. I've got a gun. How do I move the gun away? How do I get the gun out of my sights? I guess that's health, maybe? If there's other things, bullets? I like, so if they added like a monster around, my instinct would be to avoid it, but I'm just lost all the time, so avoiding it would be really hard. This is where I came up, I think. Oh, and I can't use that either. Why can't I use that? It only takes my fingers. I only need a couple of fingers. I only need 8 fingers. Okay. So I'm at the point in the game where a thing could come and get me. Can I stick my gun in this hole? Great. Poll is inconclusive. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. It took the thing. It took the thing away. Oh. This rules. Oh! Oh, that was bad. Ow. Oh. Are these things after me? Some of them are making quite, I want to get you style noises. But no, they're doing their own thing. Just like me. Ow. I'm gonna die. Do I have to kill you? Oh no, it's just a basher. It's not even a gun. Oh, well, I thought I'd be wasting ammo, but I just have to knock these little lamps. This is gross. I like it. Have to knock these lamps. Bang. I thought it would be some gun. I thought I'd be gunning. Oh, I can't get through there. I'm a bit spooked. This is quite a spooky atmosphere. Oh, okay, and then I run back. Check the white bar on right while shooting. Oh, that's like a stamina meter or something, or... Yeah, okay, stamina meter. Oh man, the range. Nice. The basher is good. A lot of time for the basher. Okay, I think I do have to go though. It's time for me to work on cooking. But I've actually really enjoyed my first little taste of Scorn. What a horrible little game. I had fun. And we'll see what this does next time. Will you be a bourgeois noob Jasmine podcast? What is it now? It's still August, right? Probably either in a month or in 2 months, I would say. Beginning the September is almost slated to start working on it, and possibly it will also start being released. There's always a chance, because we haven't really publicized that necessarily. There's a chance that might change if we want more time or whatever, but that's what's in my notes at least. Grand. Please address the poll. God, what's going on? Should Sean tell us the exploits? Legally binding, yes. Alright, do you want to know the exploits of how the poll works? There, just put the question mark in the wrong place. And then the poll will be fucked. That's it, really. It only registers 1, 2, 3, 4, and then allocates them to the right place. There's nothing you can do with numbers there. It's just a question mark, which you already know. I only said that there might be some extras to create some intrigue. There's nothing else, really. The question mark will confuse it. And if there was anything else, I'd probably fix it. And then there'd be nothing to tell you because it had been fixed. You've been vimmed. Yeah, you've been tangoed. All right. I actually really enjoyed Scorn. I didn't know what to expect. I got it cheap on a little sale. And I think it's quite fun, and I might do more of Scorn. Did you enjoy Scorn? Would you enjoy seeing more Scorn on afternoons when I can justify the time? How would you feel about that? No nuts for dinner today, unfortunately. Not a big nut for dinner character. We do have the Discord. If people would like to go in there and say hello, that's the kind of thing I recommend. And let's see who else is about. Let's see if there are any buddies in the Twitchosphere. Who we got? Colono's doing night security, so another relatively spooky stream we can go over to for those who want to keep the vibes consistent. Is this too intriguing? No, it worked. The question mark is a hard partition between question and answer. It was a nice try though. I'll be back on Wednesday evening, where actually I'd rather you didn't try to exploit the polls, but on Friday night when we're back with Lifeline, you most definitely can. I will see you all soon. You know where the Discord is to get updates. Wednesday night, the Puppy album is finally being released after being in the works for most of the year. Wednesday, back to Lifeline 2003. And I'll let you know about other projects in the meantime via the Discord. Goodbye.